What's up guys, it's Alex Dayum. So in today's video I'm going to talk about my journey and how I actually started and got into fitness. So you guys have probably watched my channel and watched my videos and wondered how did I actually get to this point in terms of my physique and just being overall healthy, living more of a healthy and aesthetic lifestyle, and yeah, just being into the gym and all that sort of stuff in terms of my diet and all of it. So let's get right into it. So usually I'll do these sit down videos outside, but the stupid annoying birds are way too loud. So I actually got some new camera gear to allow me to do a video inside my room. So this is actually my room, so welcome. I just got some like lighting set up and some microphone just to make it look a bit nicer. So hopefully the scenery looks pretty good. But yeah, either way, let's get right into this video. So yeah, when I was in primary school, which was about 8 to 12 years old, I would play football. Most people around the world will know it as football, but here in Australia or America, we call it soccer. But yeah, it's football because you're using your feet. It's not soccer, you're using only your feet. You're not allowed to touch it with your hands. Anyways, yeah, I played that for about 4 years, so I was quite an active child, and I was really skinny, just because I was always running around. I was always playing, like training multiple times per week, and then playing a game. And obviously, honestly, when I was younger, I had like zero appetite. I could not eat food. The only thing I could eat was like lollies and shit and chocolate. And yeah, other than that, like I didn't really have an appetite, so I was always really skinny child. And then I moved on so I stopped playing soccer because I didn't really want to play it anymore. But I did really enjoy it, but just I guess I just fell out of love of it pretty much. Just didn't really enjoy it too much anymore. And then I moved into high school, so I'm about 13, 14. And this was a pretty bad period of my life because I did no physical activity at all. Basically, the only activity that I would do would be like if we had sports sessions during the week for school, but that's really not much. It's about an hour or two per week, and other than that, I didn't do any physical activity outside of school. And also another bad thing was all I would do is go home and I would play video games, specifically Call of Duty. That shit, I would play that like 5 hours a day at least. Like it would be like go home from school, play for hours, and then yeah, go to sleep, wake up, same shit. And all I would do is want to play that game. I was so addicted to it, it's really bad. And so yeah, because of these unhealthy habits such as like no physical activity and just sitting around and playing games all day, I was also eating a lot of junk food. Basically the only thing I was eating was junk food, so like pizza, sausage rolls, stuff like that. Just the stuff that you like buy that's frozen and just microwave it, just something quick and easy. And then I would eat like chocolates and lollies. So my diet was absolutely horrible. I was consuming so many calories and I wasn't burning any of it off. So I started to get pretty fat, quite chubby. In my opinion, at least. I was getting pretty fat. And yeah, back then, honestly, no sports, nothing really interested me. Like I didn't really enjoy physical activities, like anything outside of school. I didn't really want to do anything. All I wanted to do was play video games, just because it was like way too much fun. And so I had a close friend from school, his name's Azar, and he was going to the gym pretty often with a different mate, but then he stopped doing that. And then we sort of brought up the idea of maybe we should go to the gym together. So when I was 16, I remember exactly, it was in November, we just signed up to our local gym. It's like 5-10 minutes away from us. So yeah, me and him started together. And at the beginning, so I was 16, I was in year 10. And all we really did was go like once or twice a week. And all we trained was chest and arms, because you know, those are the eye muscles, those are the muscles you want to get big and stuff. So that's all we trained, basically just arms and chest, and we'll do that like 2, maybe 3 times a week. And like we had no fucking, like we sort of knew what we were doing, but we had no clue that we had to go like multiple times per day, and we had to like train all your different body parts. And legs was not even like, didn't even come into consideration. Like training legs was like, no way, it's not happening. So then we went on like a big holiday, like from school. So we had a big break, and we decided, all right, we're gonna go gym 5 days a week, and see how far we can progress. And literally from the day we said that, we went 5 days a week, every single week for like, I can't remember how long it was. I'm pretty sure it was a couple months. So we started making a lot of progress because we were in there every fucking day, and basically eating whatever the fuck we could see and whatever we could find. So I was eating anything that I could see just to consume calories, because that's the way you grow, right? You need to consume the calories, so you need to consume more than what you're burning, and that's how you build muscle. So I was eating whatever I could, and we made a lot of progress. So yeah, I kept up the mentality and the habit of training 5-6 days a week because it honestly just turned into a lifestyle. It was just like a thing that I did. Like after school every day, I would just go to the gym. I'm talking about high school, by the way. And so yeah, every day I would go to the gym and just eat as much as I could. And I was blowing up, like I was getting big, but at the same time, like I was getting stronger, which is gonna happen when you first start training. But also I was getting more muscle, but at the same time I was also getting a lot of fat as well. I'll put up different photos and stuff showing you. Yeah, I was starting to get really fat because I was just eating so much compared to how much I was burning, right? Which is okay, I guess, because I was gaining muscle, which was the only goal at that time. I didn't really care about body fat or being shredded. I didn't even know what being shredded was or being aesthetic. Like honestly, when at that point in my life, I thought there was no way I was ever gonna be shredded. Like for some reason, I just thought like I don't have it in me. I'm not capable of dieting, and I'm not capable of losing body fat. For some reason, I like limited myself, like my potential and how much I could achieve. Not too sure why, but I'm happy that I got out of that because eventually, like, I was at school and I just watched this video. This guy Mike Chang, and he was just talking about like how to look big, and he's like, the main thing is you need to be low on body fat because you know your muscle belly is going to be rounder. They're going to pop more. You're actually going to look bigger, even though you might have less muscle than someone. If you have lower body fat, most likely you're going to look bigger than them. And I was like, holy fuck, that is so true. So I was like, holy fuck, how do I lose body fat? How do I get shredded? And I just did some research, and basically it's calories in versus calories out. So if you want to get shredded, you need to burn more calories than what you consume. That's all it comes down to at the end of the day. That's the only way you can lose weight. And so pretty much just started tracking my calories. So I wouldn't actually care what I was eating as long as like the calories was how much I needed. So I think I was eating around 2,000 calories a day. So yeah, I was like fat as fuck, eating whatever fuck I wanted. Next day, I swear to God, I just switched, like my whole life changed. I started counting my calories and I was so strict with it. 2,000 calories a day. And I did that for like 2 or 3 months and it fucking worked. Like I got pretty shredded. I was also doing like cardio every day. So my activity was pretty high. Gym like 6 days a week and cardio every day. So my activity was really high. I was also fasting, so I was only eating between like, I think, within like a 6-hour window in a day, or 4 hours, something like that. So I would fast at least like 18-20 hours per day, and I was only eating 2,000 calories, so I fucking dropped all that body fat off. But at the same time, I sacrificed so much muscle because the caloric deficit was so big, but that's okay. You live and you learn. So yeah, I kept up the whole counting calories ever since then. I think I started counting calories when I was like 17. I'm 20 now, so I've been doing it for quite a while. And so I was 17, counting my calories, and then I learned about like macronutrients, so protein, carbohydrates, and fats. So a calorie is made up of protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And if you actually track how much protein, carbs, and fats you're getting, you're actually going to get better results than just tracking calories. Just because your nutrition is going to be more accurate, so you need to hit a certain amount of protein, stuff like that, for like protein synthesis, so you can build muscle. And then your carbs are your energy source, and then fats are for like hormonal function and just being healthy in general. So I started learning about macros, started tracking my macros, and yeah, so I kept training really hard, and I was tracking my macros every day. So I started to make pretty cool progress, and I decided that I wanted to do a bodybuilding competition. Just because I felt like I had a good body and I wanted to see how I would go up against other people, and I had this big sort of ambition that I really wanted to get really far with bodybuilding competitions, because yeah, it just excited me, and I was pretty competitive about it. So yeah, I started prepping for a competition, started getting really low on body fat, and it was my competition. So I prepped for 3 or 4 months and I got really low on body fat. I was so skinny and so stringy. It's pretty bad. It was okay, like I looked pretty good, but like I was so flat, like I had no muscle. I don't know, it didn't look that great. Like it looked good at the time, but now looking back at it, I'm a lot fuller and a lot bigger. Obviously it's been a long time since then. And so around the time that I was prepping for my competition, I had my HSC. So if you don't know what that is, it's your higher school certificate. So it's like the big exams, like the big ones that determine like your ATAR, which is the thing that helps you get into university. So pretty much what my life has been building up to, like my whole school life, I had that HSC, right, all those final exams, big pressure. My competition was on, my bodybuilding competition, which is all I fucking cared about. It's the only thing I focused on. Didn't really care about the, like the exams and shit. It was on a Saturday, and on that next Monday was my first exam for the like HSC. So on Saturday I did the competition, I won. It was like the biggest high I've ever experienced. It was pretty fucking awesome. It was really sick. Felt really cool to win like my first competition. It was pretty crazy because it was my first comp and I actually won it at the same time, and I was, I think, 18 at the time. So yeah, that was really cool. And then Sunday I just started studying. I actually literally started studying the day before, and then Monday I had the exam, and then 2 weeks or 3 weeks of exam period and stuff like that. And so yeah, I did pretty decent in my exams, I guess. It got me into university, which is the main thing. And then because I won that show, I qualified for a show in Canada, which was 2 months later or a month later. So again, I kept my calories low, was prepping for that. I was already shredded, so basically just maintaining my shreds and losing just a little bit more and trying to be a bit more full. So yeah, I went to Canada to do another show. So that was pretty crazy. Traveled the world to do a bodybuilding competition. It was UFE World Championships, I think it was 2015, so that was pretty cool. It's all like natural competition, so it's all natural competitors, but there is no testing, so who knows, because when I got there, like the guys there were just jacked. Like I was 18 and the people that I was, like the guy that won my category was like 35, so I was like, fuck, like what can I do? He's almost like double my age, but it was a good experience. It was pretty cool as well, but also like, as I said, it's untested, right? And like, the guys that were there were so fucking crazy. I was like, if they're natural, that's insane. But like, it was very unlikely that they were. So I sort of realized like, maybe natural competitions and competitions isn't for me. I just felt like it wasn't for me. Like, it was a really good experience going there, but I basically wasted all my money, like just to go to that trip, because I wasn't really working that much at the time. I literally used every single last dollar that I had to make it for the flight, and even my mum helped me out with the finances and shit, and I still had to, I came back from Canada with $0 to my name, which I was like 18, so that wasn't too much fun, to say the least. But no regrets, it was definitely worth it. I learned a lot from that experience, and I'd say the highlight of that trip was because I went to Canada, so I'm in Australia, going to Canada. On the way back, I actually got to stop at LAX, so Los Angeles Airport, and we actually had a 12-hour stopover. So basically I had 12 hours until my next flight, I think from LAX to Sydney, something like that. Either way, I had 12 hours. So I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna explore LA. And yeah, so we went like to Muscle Beach, all these places that I've seen on YouTube from like the YouTube fitness people, and like just LA in general, like Muscle Beach and Santa Monica Pier. Like, it was so beautiful. Got to eat at like the Cheesecake Factory. That was so awesome. It was so nice as well, because I was shredded and tan and like got food. It was just amazing. And it was sunny, it was warm, the fucking sky was beautiful, the beach was beautiful, the sand was so nice. It was just awesome, like, to experience that. That was honestly the best part of that trip, that whole trip in general. Like the competition and stuff, that was all cool, but for some reason that 12-hour stopover in LA, just getting to see the States, because that was the first time I think I've been to America, and I've always wanted to go there. So to finally go there, and LA out of all places, it was just fucking unbelievable. And it honestly made me want to like make the decision that I actually want to live there one day, which hopefully, well, not hopefully, I will live there one day. I'm just not too sure when. And so when I first started up at a gym, it was honestly, well, it still is for fun, but yeah, back then, all I thought about was like, this is actually so much fun, like coming here every day, making progress, getting stronger, getting results. The consistent hard work was paying off, because like, it wasn't like I was, once I actually started going 5-6 days a week, like the results came, and the reason was because I did not take days off. If I did take a day off, it'd be a rest day, because rest is very necessary. You need at least like 1 or 2 days of rest per week. But I was there every single day, grinding, like pushing as hard as I could, 8 to 12 reps, smashing heavy weights, but at the same time, like, my form wasn't that great because I just started lifting. But yeah, it was all just fun. But yeah, because I started really getting into it, like I started becoming addicted to lifting and like bodybuilding and the whole lifestyle. And so that sort of fun, it really developed, like my passion for it really grew and developed, and I really started loving it. And now it's like my life. Like, it's honestly, I love it so much. It's just so much fun. It makes me feel like I have a purpose. It makes me feel like I have a mission in life. Like I have, and every day it makes me feel like I have something to like, every day I have something to work towards, and it really just fulfills that like sense of purpose and desire that we all sort of search for in this world, I guess. So I came back from Canada, no money, just graduated high school, just turned 18 so I can go clubbing. So yeah, I could go clubbing, so I started like going out, partying, drinking, not caring about my diet, still training every day. So it was sort of like a rebound, I guess, from my competition, just because I was so low in calories for like months on months. I was like 3 or 4 months of just fucking brutally low calories, with really, like, the main thing is going to be the carbs are so fucking low, right? And so I had a bit of like a phase where I was just partying and like enjoying being 18 and all this stuff that had just happened in my life. And then I sort of got out of that phase, got out of that little slump, I guess, in terms of my physique. I was still training, so it was fine. Started getting back on a diet, started, you know, low calories to get shredded. And I was on like 2,000 calories for way too long. It was like over a year. And then I think so now we're in like 2017. So this March, at the end of March, I decided enough low calories, like I'm not building any muscle, because you can't build muscle if you're in a caloric deficit. You need to be in a surplus. So again, you need to consume more calories than what you burn if you want to build muscle. So yeah, that's when I started like my lean gaining phase and my lean bulk. So ever since then, I've been training really hard, usually mostly it's been 7 days a week. And yeah, just been always in that caloric surplus. Recently did a 2-week cut, but yeah, just been doing a really long lean gaining phase, and that's pretty much how I've gotten to where I am today of my physique. Like, and honestly, so something pretty cool is it's coming up really soon to me being at the gym for 4 months. So I signed up in 2015. Wait, sorry. I signed up to a gym. So I signed up to a gym in 2013, October 25. I remember the exact date just because we had this like 1 month of free membership and it ended in November 25. So we signed up October 25. So yeah, this October 25th is going to be 4 years of me lifting. Honestly, lifting in the gym has changed my life completely. I went from being I wouldn't call it a fat loser, not really, like I wasn't too happy with my life. I didn't have much of a purpose other than playing video games, which is cool, but I mean, if that's all you're doing, that's not that fucking cool. So it really did change my life around, and I'm so grateful for it. So yeah, I owe a lot of what my life is like today to bodybuilding, just because it gave me something to focus on, and every day to work towards. It really sharpened my focus and my mind, and sort of my awareness as well. It brought that up. Just sort of, it's made me a lot more goal driven, and it's also helped me release a lot of stress. So it's made me a lot more of a happier person. Having an outlet for all the issues that you may be dealing with inside. Could be anger, could be sadness, could be intensity, could be aggression, all that sort of stuff. When I'm in the gym and it's me versus the weights, all of that goes away. It makes me really present and in the moment, which not many things in this world make you feel like you're really present, and it makes you forget all the bullshit and all the negativity and all that stuff. Like, you know, if you got bills to pay or if you got fucking assignments to do, it doesn't fucking matter. When you're in there, it's you versus the weights, and it's like, who's gonna win? Is the weight gonna win, or are you gonna win today? And yeah, just pretty much pushing yourself and testing yourself against that. So yeah, that's basically my whole sort of journey wrapped up in like maybe 20-30 minutes. Sorry if this video was very long. I hope, if you're still watching this, honestly, I appreciate you very much. You're the people that I make these videos for. If you actually stuck around and listened to me ramble and chat shit for like 20 minutes, you're the best, honestly. So yeah, big shout out to you if you actually stayed out to this long in the video. I hope that you can take something away from this video. Maybe apply some of the stuff that I made mistakes with, or maybe that I learned throughout the way, and help it make yourself better, and maybe you can avoid some of the mistakes that I made. Maybe like skip a couple steps in the journey. So really hope you enjoyed me opening up and sharing my story and my journey to the aesthetic way of life. So I just want to end it here by saying thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and always remember to keep the pump.